Hi, I'm at the McDonald's. I've been here since probably 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. I made it safely out of Donnie Hester's house and land, even though there were drug addicts living behind him and around him, and he is also. And I don't want to say too much because I did get that interview from him. I did make it out of there alive. Let me just put it this way. There were a lot of demonic forces working against me. I did risk my life because I was at the point that I didn't care if I die anyways. I know I've put a few things in place so that my children will be taken care of if something happens to me by accident or whatever. So, I don't have any place to go that's Qadesh, where there's no smoking or drinking or, fighting or cussing or sexual sin or whatever going on. I don't have there's not a household that, my cousin's got her own drama and her own stuff going on and her own sin in her life, and I'm just really sick and tired of living and fighting other people's demons and being around any kind of sin. I haven't smoked a joint and I don't know how long. It's been over a year, I think, and I had only once that time of the year. Satan had tried to get me to go back to any little sin that was in my life or my past by surrounding me with people who did drugs or drank, and I have not drank and I don't know how long. Being around Donnie, he tried to get me to smoke, and I did, and I haven't sexually sinned. He's like, oh, we're still married, you're still my wife. No, our divorce happened in September, and I don't want to be with him and the unclean spirits that are in him. But he did brag about being with 3 women in 1 week, and his people that lived behind him told me about the orgies or whatever he's had going on. And no, I don't want any part of that. So there was no way that I was going to have sex with him. Excuse me? There's 2 right here, but I'm using them to charge my phone and my laptop. Sorry. I think that guy over there is using that one over there. He might have one. He's okay. So anyway, I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what I'm gonna do, and my arm is still healing. And did the enemy and his potsies try to set me up with lies or whatever while I was there? I knew I was gonna have to fight against demonic forces. But see, when you have the Most High, the Great I Am, on your side, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and He will shut the mouths of your enemies and those who speak against you, that every tongue that rises against you in judgment will be condemned. And Satan knows his days are numbered. And so, like I said, I was willing to face death and fearlessly stand against him and in front of him in the name of Hawa, and what I found to be the Most High's true name, and to get the truth out of him. I did get that interview, and the interview with the vampire, I call it the interview with the devil himself, because I am the one who's supposed to reveal who Satan, the true Satan, is. And y'all can think I'm crazy. I have a friend who was helping me out, and she went off on me, said she's not going to send me any money because I did this. Well, you know what? Okay, fine, that's okay. I'll sleep in my van out in the cold. That's all right. I'll survive. And I have weapons from the Most High, the righteous angels, to protect me, and whatever. Even with my arm like this, I have means to protect myself, and nobody better mess with me. And if they do, I will be avenged. And like I said, if something does happen, then I know where I'm gonna go when I leave this world. I'm not afraid of death. I faced death for the simple fact that I wanted to get more proof. And if you see when I go in the living or the dining room to the kitchen in one of the videos, it's just a couple before this one, there is a tarp and some flammable liquid in the dining room, and he said some woman died in there, and it turns out her last name is Simpson, which is my mom's family's last name. But a woman named Elnora Simpson died in that house, and I'm wondering, I was like, man, and then she had a scrapbook with all this Indian stuff in it, and but anyways, that paraphernalia he had with the tarp and the I wonder what, that was like, I've seen scary movies, what they use to get rid of bodies and whatever. And there's a basement in that house. And, all I know is the devil is defeated. And that victory is mine. And the Most High told Satan, you leave her alone and you give her what she came for her birthday. That's what I wanted for my birthday, either more proof or, go ahead and meet my maker. And I guess this just was not the Most High probably just did not want me to die in that house and him get my body or whatever. So, there's a lot of things, conversations I had with him that are not in the video, because I was lucky that he let me do the 39-minute video. But he did reveal a lot of stuff to me, that I believe to be true and is true. And I couldn't get all that on video or tape because it was hard enough to get him to do the 39 minutes that I got. And when I got to McDonald's here, I published it, and I've had to sit here for hours to get it published because the demonic evil forces in this world have been trying to fight against me to get these videos published. Now that I'm not in a private residence and they have me use public Wi-Fi, but it didn't work. I got it published. So you are defeated, Satan, and you're going to Hagenom, Sheol, like I said, in the house of Pharaoh and all his army and all of their children. You're all going to be destroyed and going down. And it's like I told him, yeah, I agree with you about the nuclear war thing, because all sin has to be destroyed. And this world is sinful and wicked as it is, and full of lies and deceit with the false religions, false names, and false worship and the pagan worship, which I talk all about in that video I just did with Donnie. I reveal. And so I'm fed up and I'm finished. I've been trying to help people, and I've done all that I can. And I will continue to preach and teach until the day I die. But at this point, I'm ready to go. And I will wipe the dust off my feet as a witness against all of you liars and deceivers and fornicators and adulterers and homosexuals and pedophiles and sorcerers and your false religions and your false names and your false prophets. I'm bringing judgment, and I am here to bring judgment. And there will be some angels that come down, and they're going to slay a third of mankind. The judgments are here, and they're beginning. And they've been going on, but the birth pains are going to increase, and it's going to get worse. So people, it's like John the Baptist, who was originally Yohanan the Baptist, said, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is near and at hand, and your days are numbered. And you better get right, people. You better get all Babylonian names out of you. You better leave Egypt, which means sin. You better get out of the house of Pharaoh and Babylon and stop being part of the whore Babylon, because judgment day is coming. Judgment's already happening. We are in the battle of Armageddon already for our souls. And I have been fighting Satan strongly for 7 years and 7 months today. And I am receiving my immaculate birth and conception. And you know what? He's a very charming, deceitful, conceited, handsome son of a gun. And you can see that in the video that I did called Interview with a Vampire. And he did try to get me back. And it didn't work. And it's not going to work. Because I don't want his unclean spirits in me. I don't want to be with someone who's sexually immoral. And who knows what that man has done. From what I know, right? You know, and there was a guy who came in there with a little girl, and I told that little girl that if I ever heard of him hurting her, I'd kill him. And that if, you know, the old Chester, the child molester, that if he is that sick, I claim in the name of Hawa that the righteous angels are going to come and take care of him and slay him in the Aramaic Hebrew way, where they cut off the arms, the legs, the penis, you know, the old Quadish way that they would get rid of an evil wicked man, and then they burn him or whatever, because I don't have the stomach to do it. I don't want to kill nobody anymore ever again. Killing David was hard enough for me, and he was a pedophile. I mean, if I have to, if it boils down to it, that the Most High wants me to be his sword to slay evil men, and that's what he makes me do, I will obey, and no weapon formed against me will prosper if it comes to that. But right now, I'm healing from a broken arm, and I don't think that's his will for me right now. At this point in the physical, it is in the spiritual. I am slaying the dragons and serpents and the demons spiritually. So, and I can't wait till this evil is done with and cut off for good, and the kingdom of heaven is completely ushered in, and the devil is defeated and destroyed forever. And that there's no more evil in the land. And that the Most High, great I am, Hawa, will restore to me everything that the enemy has took away, and how bad he has persecuted me. And beware, people, I hope to goodness that you don't have to suffer and get rended to pieces like I have been by him. I don't know how many of you will survive this cruel, relentless, evil, painful, tormenting thing that he does to your mind, your brain, to try and take over your mind and your brain. When he hasn't been able to get me to do evil or sin or do his evil desires or whatever. The one thing I have been struggling with lately, though, is cussing. I've been so angry that I have been using profanity. I have been swearing, and I regretfully so. I'm ashamed of myself for that, but at the same time, and I'm not trying to rationalize it, this language is cursed and profaned in so many ways anyway. So what big difference it makes, I don't know. And excuse me, I'm a mess. I haven't had a shower today, and my hair is a mess, and I don't even have any makeup on, and it is my birthday, and I'm all alone. And you know what? I don't really care, because I'm not out to impress anybody. I'm not with anybody. I don't want to be with anybody. I don't want to ever be with a man again unless I can find someone who's where righteous, and Qadesh is how you originally said holy. So, anyways, bless you, berekoth, family, friends, and loved ones. You take care. I wish you all the best as far as your righteousness and salvation, hoping you make it. We all have to be witnesses for the rightness and truth. You can use my videos to share with other people as part of your witness and helping save souls. I hope that the work I've done thus far will help everyone spiritually to be saved and to overcome Satan. And I hope you realize when you watch the video interview with the vampire, the devil, really, that he is charming and deceitful, and one minute he lies and the next minute he tells the truth. He contradicts. You can just see the video is very helpful in revealing that what I've been teaching and preaching is revealing and saying is the truth. So take care. And there were people there that wished I would have killed Donnie. But the thing is like I said, he was with me, and when I was in dire straits, he stood by my side. And what the devil meant for evil, the Most High meant for good. And I really, as much as I want to kill the devil, wish the devil to be cut off, I really, number one, with my arm like this, can't do it. Number two, I really can't stand the sight of blood. And number three, I really don't want it to be by me. I would rather, it to be done by the Qadesh angels. And I believe I'm part of that army, but that they would be with me and stand behind me and with me, and that the Most High would do it or whatever or something. Because it has to be done in a certain way to cut off those evil demonic spirits from the earth, from the land, and to stop them from going into somebody else. So, but he's not the only one everybody's got to worry about, because there's the false prophet, the beast, and the devil himself. So there's two others, and this Donald Trump guy and Obama, maybe they were the other two others. I don't know. People think Donald Trump with his money is going to save America. There's still judgment going to come, and no, he's not. Don means judge. These two men are going to bring judgment, because whether people realize it or not, that the enemy is used to do his dirty work. And nothing the enemy does against the Heavenly Father, it will ever prevail. He's defeated. It's already written in stone. And he's going to go to Hagenom Sheol, and well as all of his demons and fallen angels, and those who would not repent and overcome. So I miss my kids. It's sad for me not to be with my children on my birthday. I wish I could see Teresa. Jeremy had to have that surgery, and it's dirty the way that Linda did me at the hospital. I'm ready to go home. I feel so alone and miserable. But at the same time, I still have my hope. I do know that the Most High, the great I Am, Hawa, the Heavenly Father and Savior, is with me. And, He will continue to help me overcome. And I will continue to spread the truth and speak the truth until His kingdom is fully ushered in, and the devil's kingdom is destroyed. Because as far as I'm concerned, Satan has no kingdom and he has no power over you. Only what you give him, and you have to fight him tooth and nail. You have to fight evil. You have to overcome your sins and your weaknesses and your temptations. You have to overcome this flesh. So, take care, people, and have a good fight. Fight the good fight. Take care.